Okay guys, here Mr. Merlos greeting you all. This video is for explaining about how the activity for this week is going to be performed. Specifically about the use of the first conditional. If you have read the information I have organized for you, I hope it helps you to understand when we talk about the clauses and why, right, using if plus a subject and a verb creates what we call an if clause. This clause is also representing a condition. When we use the first conditional, this sentence is always used in simple present. Simple present conditions are the ones that obtain a result in the future. And this result, we always express it using the simple future with the modal will. So it's a combination, right, of tenses. Present simple plus future simple with will. The condition in present simple and the result in simple future with will. And it doesn't matter if the condition is in positive form or negative form. We can use the condition in any of those forms. And we never use the if clause in question form. This form can only be positive or negative. But the result, that is the main clause or the independent clause, can be used in positive, negative, or question form. So I'm going to show some examples to you so you can check out how we do that. For example, here you can see how I use the condition in if Paul comes early. So we have the condition first with the if clause. We separate using the comma, right? The comma indicates that this is the end of the if clause or the dependent clause. We use the simple present for the verb and the main clause, right, that indicates the result in the future takes the future with will and it describes what is going to happen, right, if this happens in the present. Okay, so in this sentence the condition is positive and the result is positive. We can have, right, the condition as a negative sentence in the present. For example, in this one I'm using the verb to be in negative form and the result is positive. So if you aren't careful, you will have an accident. So the condition can be negative and the result can be positive. Or the other way around. The condition can be positive as if we have a problem and the result can be negative. So say we won't continue the project. So you also can move, right, the position of the condition and the result, but you don't change the tenses, right? If you move the result at the beginning of the sentence, the connector indicates where the dependent clause starts, so we don't, right, use a comma in here. So we are moving the clauses of position, but we don't change the tenses, right? Only the clauses. And another example is will you have an accident if you aren't careful, and we won't continue the project if we have a problem. So basically, this is what you're going to do in the work for this week, guys. Um, if you are going to make the activity for this week, you're going to create conditions or results to form conditional sentences. I will give you the condition or the result, and you will complete the missing part. So sometimes the condition is going to be missing, and sometimes the result is going to be missing. You are free to create the result, the condition you prefer. Just try to make sense and that the tense is the correct one. Yeah, because you don't try to make a sentence that when you read it, there is no meaning in it, right? So you try to make it in a way that it has a meaning. And the activity will consist in completing these sentences, right? So you're going to use this, you're going to copy them somewhere, and then, right, in the forum that we're going to open for this week, you are going to write all of the sentence complete, right? Whether you have included the result or the condition. For example, in number one, we are missing the condition, right? In number two, we are missing the result. In number three, the condition. In number two, in number four, the result. In number five, the condition. In number six, the condition. In number seven, the result. And number eight, the condition. And number nine, the result. And number 10, the condition. So you have to create the element that is missing and include it in the photo. Then read the sentences your classmate had created and try to pick one, choose one of the sentences and tell your classmate which is the most creative, right, condition, the or most creative result, right, in your opinion, they have created in their work. So we're going to take that as participation for this activity. Thank you very much, guys. I hope with this you clarify your doubts about how to perform the work. Any further question, please try to communicate with me or we solve everything in our next video conference. Goodbye. Thank you very much.